What is up, YouTube? It's your boy back with another one, and we are here in the car on our way to work. And of course, this little camera angle looks a little different because today I'm using the GoPro. Obviously, GoPro has excellent stabilization, has a good quality lens, and I'm using the GoPro Hero Black 7. Like, I don't have one of the newer ones. I have a Hero 7 Black. And there's nothing wrong with it because it gets the job done for what I need to get done. I'm not one of those guys that's like, I have to have the newest GoPro, have to have the newest Canon M50 or whatever, or Canon camera. But I obviously do have two iPhones, and I could have used one of them, but it's like I keep telling myself it's hard to use my 14 Pro Max because it's where I get all my notifications from work and some of my social media platforms that are related to this account. And then of course on the 16 Pro Max, it's where I get all the notifications for my wrestling account. Now, it would be awesome to use one of those phones, but that's why we got cameras. That's why we buy stuff like this. That way we can use it, right? And I've had it laying there for a few months now. Not really using it as much as I thought I would. But now that I got the newer suction cup and it holds pretty much up to 11 pounds, I'm like, why not use the GoPro? Like, there's a reason to use it now because I have something that it can latch onto without being right here in my view, obstructing my view while I'm driving. Versus if I put the Canon M50 or my iPhone right here, tilt my phone sideways, it would just obstruct my view pretty badly. Because I wouldn't be able to see that good to my left while I'll still be able to see to the right. But it is what it is. We're using the GoPro, that's what matters, right? And today my day started off a lot better than what it did on Wednesday. Yesterday went by great as well. Thursday, because today, obviously is Friday, November 15th. But the last 2 days have been a lot better than what it was on Wednesday. Wednesday I woke up, pretty rough start. I noticed that my car had gotten hit while I was asleep on Tuesday night, possibly Wednesday morning. And then, I was just in a bad mood because, man, my car got hit and I couldn't close my trunk. So, versus me taking it to a auto body repair shop for them to, do what they got to do to help me close my trunk, I took a hammer and some pliers and I was able to unbend the hood, the trunk, not the hood, the trunk, my trunk. I was able to bend it back into somewhat straight and was able to close it. Now I got to close it with some force, but that's all good, right? Because when I'm thinking about my car getting hit and all that, I'm thinking like, man, who would do something like that? Who would hit me and just take off? Now, it could have been worse. I could have been driving my car and gotten hit. Luckily, that didn't happen. Because obviously, Wednesday I pick up my kids. Luckily, it happened when I was asleep versus me actually driving the car and possibly having my kids. So, there's a plus side. It happened when I was asleep. But like I said, the last 2 days have been better. Thank you to God. But in that moment, I felt like when I saw my car damaged and all that, I felt angry. I felt like, why? Just why? And, in those times, it's like we can't control that. We can't control what happened. All we can control is what happens after. And what happened after was I could have gotten mad, cussed, all that. Now, was I upset? Yes. Man, this guy right here was just like, speeding like crazy. He almost hit me. And I'm just talking about my car getting hit from the back. And this guy behind me is like, doesn't see that I'm slowing down. He almost hit me. Wow. It's crazy, man. I'm literally talking about that, and the truck behind me is acting a fool right now. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. I'm not making this stuff up. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, anyways, the outcome, of everything happening, it happened. But we control what happens after. Like I said, I could have gotten mad, could have gotten frustrated, cussed, all that stuff. And don't get me wrong, I was mad. I was upset. I lost my cool a little bit. But later on, after I fixed it, and I realized, like I said, it could have been worse. But luckily, thank you to God, it wasn't. Thank the one and only for not letting it be worse. Or for letting it not be worse. My bad. When I'm talking and rambling, it's kind of, my words slip up a little bit, right? But like I said, the last 2 days have been phenomenal. I've been keeping up with my Bible readings. Like today, I'm on day 5, and I've already read it. Tomorrow's day 6, and reading the Bible, rereading it again, like Genesis. I didn't realize how much God had actually said in the beginning in Genesis. Like, I'm sitting there reading it, seeing what he's saying to Abraham, and I'm like, wow, he really spoke to Abraham like they was homies. Like, he was constantly coming to Abraham, and all the cities that Abraham was going to, he was coming to those kings and warning them, like, hey man, you about to mess up, and you need to not do what you're gonna do to this guy. And it's like, wow, God really did say a lot. And now that I'm rereading Matthew again as well, I'm like, wow, the words are actually making a lot more sense to me of what Jesus was preaching. I'm highlighting a lot more and everything. And I know a lot of people are like, wow, you bought that brand new Bible, the one that cost a pretty penny, and you're writing in it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not writing in it, I'm highlighting a lot of the things that were said by God and by Jesus, and obviously quoting or highlighting some stuff that would be nice to remember. So that's pretty much what I'm doing there. And it's like, okay, yeah, it's making a lot more sense this go around versus the first time. And I'm pretty excited about it. I'm actually, like I said, really trying to study it while I'm reading. And then of course, I didn't get to do my Bible study yesterday on Thursday, but I did do one Wednesday. And I'm going to do another Bible study today while I'm at work, because obviously when I get home tonight, I am going to be watching the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight. And, I don't want that to come before God and then I completely forget my Bible study. So while I have a moment at work, I'm going to do that Bible study. I'm going to read John 2 and, the whole chapter in John. And I'm going to study that. Because I did that on, Tuesday or Wednesday, and it went smooth. Like, it went really good, and I actually studied it thoroughly. Like, actually studied it, highlighted, wrote down some notes, and yeah, it was really good. And that's, like I said, like, it's something I've been wanting to do, to actually study the Bible thoroughly, read it thoroughly, and I'm doing that right now. And since I just finished the 1-year Bible reading, now I'm doing it in 6 months. It's like, man, now that I've read it, rereading it, it's coming a lot easier. Like, the words are flowing in my head a lot easier than what they did before. I don't know what it is with people. They have to be like this close to you when they're driving, like, I don't get it. Like, there's like 3 lanes and they want to be like right there behind you. Like, I have a good distance between me and the car in front of me, at least, you know, the recommended distance, 1 to 2 car lengths between us, and I'm not speeding like crazy. Like, I don't know. I guess that's just me being cautious because I've ridden motorcycles and all that. Like, I actually owned a Harley Davidson. I drove it for quite a while, and I used to be a really safe rider. Like, I wasn't that kind of guy that would go in and out of traffic or be speeding along the side of the cars and all that. Like, that's a really fast way to get hurt. And so I used to keep a safe distance between me and the cars in front of me. And, you know, now that, you know, I'm driving my car more on a daily basis to where I'd work, I try to be as safe as possible while I'm driving, because I've seen very, very few times that people will wreck for one of the craziest reasons, and it's usually because they're driving too close to each other and driving like they have to be at their destination right now. Versus people like me, I'm like, I'm taking my time. When I get there, I'll get there. Like, I am not risking my life or anyone else's life to get to where I need to be now. You know, like, even in the Bible, it tells us, if you leave this earth, you're going to leave this earth. You know, don't be in a rush. Like, I'm not in a rush to get to where I need to be. Like, I'll get there when I get there. Oh, man, but anyways, sorry about that rant. But, yeah. You know, with the whole reading the Bible, having a better understanding, it's kind of motivating me more to post these videos, to post vlog style videos, to give you more content from the car or from me walking around. Like, I don't know how my church would feel about it, but I may start vlogging while I go to church and stuff too. Like, Sunday when I go, I'll probably give you a whole day in the life of a Sunday or something like that. Like, when I wake up, go to church, drive home from church while I'm in the church, stuff like that. Like, lots of different clips. Because I know how to do those kind of videos. I know how to, you know, give you more entertaining style videos. It's just like, it takes a lot of time. Because, let's be real, when you watch a YouTuber doing their thing, and they have like these crazy angles, like of them walking like in front of their camera to somewhere, it's usually because they've already walked to where they're going, like, and they just put the camera there. Like, they position the camera, walk back, and then walk across, or they have someone filming them. And me, I live in an area of Dallas that I'm not gonna leave my camera unattended just to get a shot. And I'm definitely not going to leave an iPhone to get a shot, because these things will grow legs and walk away pretty fast. Like, that's how quick stuff can happen in Dallas, Texas. Because I've seen it. I've seen people set their phones down at a restaurant or something, and then somebody walks up, grabs it, takes off, you know? But it is what it is, right? And, yeah. I'm just not going to do it, right? I'm not going to set my camera up just to get a different shot. I've done it before. And one time I did that at work. When I was at Metro, I did this whole sequence where I walked up, unlocked the door, and then I set the camera inside, and then I reshot that of me opening the door and walking in. It was like, everyone's like, dang, how did he get that? He's opening the door with the phone in his hand, and then he gets the shot of him coming in the store while still unlocking the doors, like, it's all set up that way. And honestly, I'm not going to do all that. It's crazy how people will take that much time to get one angle shot. Versus me, I'm that guy, like, I would rather just post the camera up, do a sit down video, because those other vlog styles of all those shots and all that are just insane. Do I enjoy watching them? Of course. I mean, those are kind of dope, but I'm just not gonna do it. But yeah, that's the plan. It's like I said, I'm motivated to do more of this content, give you a glimpse, I guess, of a 35-year-old man giving his life to God and showing you what he does on a daily basis on a Sunday. Like this Sunday, I do got plans. I do plan on going to church. After that, I might go out to eat. And then, of course, go home, read the Bible, and then maybe do a Bible study during the day. But like Sundays, when I don't have my kids, I do those kind of things. And when I have my kids, sometimes we'll go out. We'll go to like a family member's house and they'll have a cookout or something, or we'll have a cookout at my house. And sometimes me and the kids go outside and just play, or we'll sneak off and go to the gas station and get ices and some candy and some chips. But it's always a mixture of something. And then sometimes there's wrestling events, so I watch wrestling events at home on a Sunday. Or a few weeks ago I went to a wrestling event here in Dallas with my nephew. I mean, I don't have any clips to post. Well, I do, but I don't know if y'all would want to watch them. But yeah, it's a lot of different things happening in my life that I'm motivated to do more. And it's mostly because I truly want to spread the word of God. And I truly want to show how amazing God can be and how gracious He is when you actually do try to serve Him with all you got. And honestly, that's all I want to show, is that through God, everything is possible. Through Him, your life can change if you truly try to give Him everything you got. That's what He's done for me. I've given up alcohol. I've changed my life for the better. And, I'm sure He can do the same for everyone that, comes to Him. And I've read about it. I've seen it. And it's amazing how one being can do that. He can simply touch your heart and change you for the better. But that's all I got for this video, guys. I just wanted to sit down, chit chat with you for a little while, let you know what my plans are, and to let you know where I'm at, because I want y'all to get to know me a little bit better, because y'all see me in the daily Bible verses, and we don't really get to chit chat as much. I mean, and I've given you my testimony a few times already as well. Maybe one day in the future I'll sit down and give you the entire testimony I have, but that could probably be like a 2 to 3 part series. I don't know if I'd have enough time to give you my whole testimony in one video, and I'm sure not going to make you sit through like an hour or 2 hours worth of footage just to give you an idea of who I am and how I came to Christ. It would be a long video, because my journey doesn't start just from last year. It actually starts from like many years ago, around when I was a kid, going to church as a kid, being 15 years old and coming to God because I'm going through so much in my life at that time, to losing God in my life, and then eventually coming back to Him and really giving it my all this time, like my absolute best. So yeah, that video would be long. Like right there was probably like 3 minutes of me talking about it. And I'm not even close to even touching it. That was like point like 0.5% of what the story would be. But but anyways, that's all. Like I said, that's all I got in the video for this video. If you like it and you like what y'all see on my content, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscription button, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.